Hi Leo, welcome to your week ahead reading. This is for 21st of April. That didn't take long. And obviously this reading is going to see you over Easter too. So hopefully you have a fabulous Easter. Get all your Easter eggs and hide them in the garden, but don't do what I did every year, as forget to count them and then forget where to put them, and then 6 months later find an old chocolate egg somewhere. Anyway, okay, straight away. Gosh, we have 2 energy cards out for you. We have 3rd chakra, Archangel Chamuel. Now, your 3rd chakra is your solar plexus. And then we have envy. Now, maybe somebody... let's have a look. I don't know if somebody's envious of your will. You know, when somebody has that drive and ambition. I don't know. Let's have a look. Or are you envious of somebody that has the drive and ambition and you're thinking, why can't I be like that? I don't know. But what I'll say to that is, as Nicola in our circle will always tell you, comparison is the thief of joy. But anyway, can't help but do it though sometimes, can we? Let's have a look. Dear Spirit, Guides and Angels, please join me in this reading for Leo. I make it helpful, hopeful and healing. Let's see, what is this all about for Leo? Please and thank you. So the focus for Leo next week is, thank you, 7 of Cups. Your opportunity is the Lovers. Your choice. 7 of Cups is about choice. Lots of choices here. Your challenge. My challenge at the moment is shuffling. I don't know what's wrong with me this time round. Every single reading, I've dropped the cards. That's my challenge. What's the challenge for Leo, though? Interesting. Devil. Okay, so we've got 2 major arcanas out here. What is Leo's unexpected? We have 3 major arcanas out here. Can we make it a 4th? The Hermit is your unexpected. And one more, please and thank you, as advice and outcome for Leo. And we have, beautiful, 10 of Cups. Okay, so 7 of Cups is what they want you to focus on next week. Make your mind up. You can see he's like, I'm not sure. There's obviously something going on where you've had lots of choices of something and you've been a bit procrastinating maybe. It's like, okay, well, let's focus on what you do want next week. Cups are the matters of the heart. Doesn't mean to say it's particularly relationships. However, your opportunity is the card of Gemini, which is the Lover's card in the Major Arcana. And this is the card of relationships. It's also about the card of choices. And again, it's like choices in a friendship, choice in a relationship, coupled with that envy card. It could be something going on there too, because we have the Devil as your challenge. Now, the Devil can be, as a challenge, somebody who is quite controlling over you, somebody you feel loyal to, not out of love, but out of commitment. It can be bad habits, it can be addictions, whatever it is you feel isn't serving you. It can also be something that's completely beyond your control, though, also, or you feel a little bit out of control over something. The Hermit is what you don't see coming, is the unexpected. Now, the Hermit, again, another major arcana, and the message of the Hermit is to remove yourself from a situation. You can see they're right out on the cliff edge there, but they're taking time out. They need to have a good old think and become enlightened again. A bit of introspection going on there. And then the 10 of Cups is your advice and outcome, which is beautiful. Sunshine and rainbows. And look, it's cups. So it's like you have to go through this a little bit of a, I don't know, a bit, maybe getting something off your chest with a relationship, partnership, friendship. There could be a little bit of envy coming in it from them to you. It could be they're thinking, well, hang on a minute, you're out at work all day. I'm sat here looking after the kids. It's not easy. It's just a little, I don't feel this is too major, even though you've got a lot of major arcanas. I just feel this is communication. There we go. End of the reading, Leo. No, I'm joking. Seven of Cups. Why are you here? Please and thank you for Leo. Eight of Pentacles. Interesting. Four of Wands. And the World. Okay, so the Eight of Pentacles is very independent working. It can be that you are focusing a little bit too much on the work and not enough of your relationship. But you know what? It'd be because you're wanting the best and you're trying to achieve your goals. Maybe the Cups option that, maybe there is something else that you can do, but you've just decided not to because you like doing this. This is your goal, but perhaps you're isolating some friendships and relationships in the meantime. The Four of Wands, it's also what they want you to focus on. Home life. Again, maybe you're out too much. Maybe you're working too hard. Maybe you are... I've got to stop saying maybe. I got pulled up on that, by the way. I think that was on a Gemini reading last week. They said, wishy-washy, maybe, perhaps. And I thought, you know what, they're right. But when it's a collective, it's very hard not to say that. So, stop saying maybe. It could be something to do with the home. The Seven of Cups, are you considering moving? Are you considering renovating the home? Are you considering working abroad even? Because that can even mean that, moving the home abroad. And then you've got the World, which would definitely wrap something up and a new adventure. This is the end of an era and a new chapter coming. So again, I don't feel this is a negative reading, even though the envy card is there. I just think you've got to have a chat. The Lovers is here as an opportunity. Yeah, Two of Cups. Can't make that up. Oh, Strength card. Card of Leo. And one more. Oh, my giddy aunt. So Two of Cups with the Lovers. Soulmate. There's an opportunity, I think, to either meet your soulmate, to reconnect with your soulmate, or to even reconnect with you, with your soul and what fills your soul next week. There you are, Leo, in your own reading. Now, when you turn up in your own reading, this is Leo, the Major Arcana, Strength card, sorry. It puts you in a position of power and strength. So you are in control of this. That Lovers card tells me that it's about choice. The Seven of Cups tells me that it's about choice. You then got the Three of Pentacles. Look at that, working together as a team. Maybe collaborate with whomever is feeling maybe a little bit envious and left out in the cold. Bring them in. Can even be, to do with work, a teammate situation. Now, the Devil card is your challenge. And as a challenge, the Devil card, well, it is a card of what doesn't serve us. It's perhaps, I don't know, you've perhaps got to face up to what doesn't serve you. And now that can be relationship. It can be, you've got the King of Wands. You've got the Devil again. You clarified the Devil with the Devil, you little devils. And the Five of Wands. So the Five of Wands is about egotistical people arguing, argumentative, but it's also about competition. it's like, what's that saying? And I couldn't remember it last week, and a lovely viewer reminded me, is it keep your friends close but your enemies closer, with that devil card? There's a sense of competition here. Maybe that's where the envy is coming in. Is there somebody competitive? I hope you're not comparing yourself to somebody like that, though. And then you've got the devil card again. Very strong energy here of maybe you're not facing what your traits are, or there's somebody around you who's very controlling, very toxic, somebody apart in within this Five of Wands too, but there's envy included in all that baggage. And then you've got the King of Wands, and the King of Wands as a challenge is somebody quite narcissistic. You know, it's all about them. Everything has to align for them. They love to be center of attention. They want all the praise for everything. Or maybe they don't like you being center of attention. Now, the Hermit is here to have a jolly good think. Remove yourself. Four of Pentacles is clarifying that. The Hermit is the card of Virgo. And the Devil, by the way, is Capricorn, if anybody's wondering. We have got two devils there. Okay, so Temperance is here. It tells me that, well, the message of Temperance is just keep going, just keep chipping away. It will work out. It's, you know, being able to dip your toe in emotions while still being grounded, being able to do all sorts and knowing that there's a bright path there as well. Hermit card will allow you to think like that, to get a bit of, you know, space. You need space, I think, Leo. Got the Five of Cups. Now, maybe there's something still making you feel quite sad. Again, the Hermit introspection will help with that, especially if you've got to let go of this devil energy, especially if this is you having to face up very bravely to what you know perhaps you haven't been doing to the best of your own interests. Or you've had a loss, a regret, or a disappointment that is still coming into this. You do have the Four of Pentacles, though, and the Four of Pentacles is lovely to see as what you don't see coming. This is stable, stability. So this is why I think this is just a blip. There's still stability here. There's still control. Are you worried about losing control over something? There's still something where you are in the driving seat over. Now, the Ten of Cups is your sunshine and rainbows advice. And again, that's why I think this is happy families. Everybody's happy. So I just think this needs a good old chat with somebody about something. Get it off your chest. You've got the Star card. You've got the Seven of Cups again. And that King of Swords is doing my head in this week because he's come out at this advice card stage on probably, I'm now on my fifth reading and 4 already. So all of them. No, probably 3. So the Ten of Cups, and you've got the card of healing. Love that. Advice is, yes, work on it. Nurture. But also remain focused on what you want. Don't forget your true north here, Leo, what that really is. Because you can have both. The Star card is also about being in the limelight. Again, It's like, and again, look at the temperance. They've got water in a cup and they're trying to juggle their emotions. They're trying to make it blend, trying to balance it out. And there she is. She's doing it. Look, she's got her cups there. I've got to hide up her boobies because YouTube doesn't like it. You can see she's getting the water out of the pond, so to speak. And on the other hand, she's getting water and she's pouring it onto the grass around and making things grow again. So this is like, you need to still remember about what your focus is and what your growth is. And I just think it will blend beautifully with this situation. So yeah, I'm just getting this as a blip. 7 of Cups as your advice is, again, I want to say there's props after we communicate with somebody or something or a situation, it kind of opens other opportunities, doesn't it? And I want to say that perhaps you've been a bit blinkered about, well, that, you know, it's either that or it's that, but there's in fact more opportunity for you, if that makes sense. And then the King of Swords as an advice is saying, right, okay, let's get to the truth of the matter here. Let's actually look at the situation with a clear mind, with non-bias, you know, so you're not, you know, if this guy had a job, he'd be a solicitor and he would be getting all the evidence and going through all of the papers and making sure that there's a balanced case that he's going to put to the court. It's exactly what this guy does. As an advice card, it's like saying, look at both sides. Be honest and truthful with your decision making. Maybe that King of Swords is there to help you. Maybe you have a friend or somebody that's going to come along and be like, Leo, come on, look, you know, the truth of the matter is this. Maybe you're overthinking it. I don't know. However it resonates for you. But let's finish with a Green Witch Oracle. Please and thank you. Isn't that lovely? Oh my gosh, I just love these cards. You've got Cauldron and the messages creation, opportunity and caring. So you can do both. You can have an opportunity. You can, you know, make the most of whatever you want to do and still have that caring side. You can include others and you can still be creative. But I hope nobody's stirring the pot for you. I'm very drawn to the lemon spoons here. Let's hope nobody's being a bit of a stirrer. Anyway, just on that lovely reading, Leo. Have a fabulous week. Yeah, happy Easter to those that celebrate, and have a fabulous week, even if you don't. So I'll see you next week. Thanks for watching.